In a galaxy far, far away, three nerds wandered the spaces of time until they finally came together and
Jesus, dude.
found the power of the three nerds on a Sunday. Or three
Okay,
nerds
I
transported.
like what you're trying to go for, like a whole like epic tale or something.
Well, I wouldn't say we're epic, but we're gonna make it sound like it is.
Were you trying to make like a Witcher, like a bard song or something?
Toss a coin to your witcher.
Something like that.
Three nerds on a Sunday.
Three nuts on
Oh,
Sunday.
we gotta come up
Toss a
somehow,
coin to your witcher.
like
Right.
get some talent and then create a song like that.
Get some talent.
For
Create a
three,
song.
yeah.
Right.
Step number one, get some
Get some
talent.
talent. Fine. Go to Amazon. It's on sale. Don't worry about it.
You guys are funny, especially that
So,
Sunny. Could
what's
you
up,
turn your head to
everybody?
the side for a second
I
for
don't
the
want
camera?
to. Yeah, sure.
Show everyone your massive mane. Look at this mane of his.
Look at this guy.
Looks like a modern day ghost samurai. Or no, ghost dog.
Yeah, this eye still works, so that's a good thing.
That's messed up. Don't make fun of him, man.
Hey, he's rich. It's fine.
Okay.
So what's going on?
So you have weapons and stuff, right? Swords and everything.
Yes.
What's
Oh,
the
man.
craziest weapon that you own? Tell me that.
Me?
Yeah.
That long sword I have. Like things like up to here on me.
Oh, is it the knight style one or what is it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Man. Yeah, if something goes down, I'm going to your house because, man, you got like enough for like 10 people.
When the zombies come and all the bullets are gone, I'll have all the sharp stuff that pokes people.
Oh my god.
I'll have all the sharp stuff to poke
Well,
people.
listeners, there is a show here. We're just
Oh,
messing
that's right. There's a show.
poking around, not doing
Three
much.
nerds talking about at this point, whatever. So,
Pretty much.
welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, guys. There's no point in the spiel in the intro. You know what this is about. We talk about nerd stuff, geek stuff, and all the good stuff. So,
Week 32. Think we're
obviously,
good.
this is week 3 of the Mandalorian specials, which we'll do at the end of the show with spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and kick off this episode with some news. Who would like to grace us with the first topic?
How about you?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
And it's relatively new news. Let me try to find it here. But apparently, out of Justice League's Snyder Cut, that 3-hour fantastic fest, it's only going to have 4 minutes of new footage. And I feel like this article kind of worded it wrong because we're still going to get 4 hours or 4 hours or 3 hour, a 4-hour cut of Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
But there was reshoots just to, I guess, add more to the story. So like Deathstroke is going to be in it. And also Jared Leto's Joker is going to be in it as well. So those are going to equal up the 4 minutes. It's still going to be a 4-hour cut because they're doing what he filmed originally, and he's going to put in his stuff. But we're just going to get Deathstroke, and then we're going to get Jared Leto, so that's going to equal about 4 minutes. On top of that, I just saw another article that Jared Leto's Joker is going to actually look different. So he's going to have a different look than what we saw in Suicide Squad. So, yeah.
And what is cool. Justice League movie that's after Suicide Squad? Like chronological?
Man.
That's what I'm trying to think, right? Like, I'm trying to think why he would look different.
I
guess.
Yes, because Superman was dead.
Is this canon, though? Still,
in Suicide Squad, he was dead?
The new movie?
Dead, yeah. And this, it's in his like own universe. So it's the same Joker, but different.
Oh, this gets more confusing every day. We'll see how it goes. I mean,
I did like that one footage trailer they had not that long ago. Everything looked nice, like Darkseid included. Didn't look bad.
The Hallelujah trailer.
Why you say that?
The Hallelujah trailer? Is that what you're saying, Frank?
No, Sonny's saying that.
No, I'm asking
No,
you.
that's what it's called. It's called a Hallelujah
Oh,
trailer.
that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sure, yeah.
Oh, we're off to a
That
great
one.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when we talked about this a while ago, when we said they cut like 90% of the film, I was more excited and more enthusiastic for it. But at the same time, when that trailer came out, I'm like, well, definitely looks like Justice League. Haha. Well, this is gonna be fun. Because I know people praise the director's cut of Batman vs Superman, which I'm like, it helps a little bit, but all the big stuff that's wrong with it is still wrong with it. It doesn't really, fix it improves a little bit, but doesn't fix all the issues. And seeing that trailer just go like, I'm hoping there's something here still, because I love Justice League. Outside the movies, the comics, the animated stuff, and all
Great
that.
cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just want it to be good. Just
I hope
do
so.
it, do it justice. Wink. Yeah. I mean, that's all I really got on that. See,
Was there a pun intended or no?
I mean, if you take it as a way, sure. If not, hey, it was just a word.
Okay.
Um.
Thought I'd ask.
Yeah. Again, with 4 new minutes of brand new, not filmed before, we'll see what that adds, if anything. Like I said, it probably most likely be at the end of the movie, because at the end, that's when they teased uh, Lex Luthor and Deathstroke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on his boat, whatever. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
He was on his boat or whatever.
All
All right, let's go.
All right. Sonny, how about you?
Well, since you're tossing up to me, we'll go ahead with
I
this
do.
one. One of these stars of Constantine posted something on Instagram saying sequel is in
Constantine movie?
yes.
Okay.
The real Stormare posted a picture of
Oh.
him as the devil in Constantine, and the caption reads "Sequel in the works." That'd be awesome. I love this movie.
Yeah, I really like that movie a lot.
It's just fun. Now, if you're looking for an actual adaptation of Constantine, it's not
Then
the
you're
one.
gonna be mad. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is just a fun, really cool movie. Has some cool
It
ideas.
is really cool, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and Stormare, even though he's not in it that long, he does leave a big impression.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
He
just
was creepy.
really cool. So yeah,
He hasn't been in that much lately, but every time he shows up in anything, I really like him.
yeah. I think he's at the point where he just like does not cameos, but shows up as a side character and leaves, or does a couple lines.
Yeah, he was in American Gods a year or two ago, but I think that show's dead now.
Oh, is
American Gods?
Yeah.
I think it's still going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember they had trouble because I forgot who left out the project, and then they couldn't keep going or something. I don't remember, but I was liking that show though, and he was in it. Yeah, he was good in it too.
Oh, yeah.
But man, Constantine 2, yeah, I'd be down with that.
Yeah, there's episode 3 that's coming out, or season 3 that's coming out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are your feelings on Constantine, Manny? Have you seen it? Do you like it?
I'm not. Yeah, no, I don't care. I just know. I think Keanu is the one who also confirmed that it's coming back. So I think it's gonna fit probably in the bigger picture. But
It's like everything of his is coming back.
yeah.
Matrix is back. Freaking.
This is like his what?
You know, Bill and Ted.
His third revival. Yeah, the Bill and
Third
Ted
or fourth.
Stuff. He had the Bill and Ted stuff, and then when he did Dracula, oh, this guy can act, go away. And then he did the Matrix, and then that went away, and then he did like martial arts stuff, and then he did John Wick, and then
now he's thinking he's back.
So
yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Any chance I get to say that, I will say it. Yeah, I was watching the SpongeBob movie, the new one, with the kids, and he shows up in that
That's right, he
as
does.
a tumbleweed sage thing. He is in it way more than you would think, and the kids kept saying, "Why does he keep showing up?" It was so funny, man. I was like, "What?
Keanu
This
Reeves.
should have been like a one-time thing, like not keep showing up through the whole movie." It was funny.
But
Happy down though. I like that movie.
the reinsurgence of Keanu continues with another sequel to one of his projects. So I'm excited. I mean, more of him,
Yeah, I'm good.
a good thing. So
And then he's in Cyberpunk.
yes,
He's in everything.
everything.
Everything. He look like a man.
So that's it for my piece of news. Who else wants to go next?
Okay. I have just one. It is the Mass Effect news.
Mhm.
I think we already knew that they're thinking about remaking. I'm surprised they never did in the PS4 generation, but it looks like it's going to come back as called the Legendary Edition.
Mhm.
And it's going to be in the spring of 2021. There's not a lot of info, as far as the first
Details.
game was so different as far as combat. Like once
Mhm.
part 2 came, it was way different.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't know
big
if they're going to use like the way 3 played and apply that to the other games or what they're going to do. But I mean,
um,
for me, this game was like came out of nowhere, like, and it became really one of my favorite RPGs.
from what I remember, I think they said they're gonna fix the graphics, fix a couple things, but they're gonna leave the base game alone as it is.
Mm.
So, um,
Because
yeah,
I remember the first one is almost unplayable. Like
uh,
the way it controls, like for the shooting and stuff, it's like whoa.
Oh, for Mass Effect?
Yeah, man. It's like this doesn't even
I won't say
work.
unplayable. It's just
It's not
you're
unplayable, but
no,
God, it's like
but
10 years outdated.
you're not that type of player that can play old games and go, oh, this is really good. You go, I'm done with that. I'm gonna move on. And
Yeah, no,
that's
that's
not
true.
bad. It's just like me. I play that the all three games at least once a year. I'll just play all through. I have fun every time. It's still
This is
intact.
like your equivalent of like I read the Nutcracker every year.
Yes, this is this is my favorite game franchise that
Yeah, man.
think of. Like, I like Gears of War, but their story is weird. It makes no damn sense majority of the time.
Eh,
It's just kind of
makes more sense than Halo.
point and shoot. Well, and yeah. Well, I have a whole thing about that too. Like, they're great at lore and backstory, but when it comes to games, they suck at
Oh
story.
my God, it's terrible.
But this, like, I really enjoyed every side
Oh
character
yeah, man.
like that. And
I
Andromeda was not the best
It was
Mass Effect.
okay though. I mean,
No.
everybody really get put it through the ringer, and I don't know. It wasn't as bad as that, but it's
Um,
just nowhere near as good as the originals.
the glitches were terrible in that game, but
Mm-hmm.
was
Those animations.
it was a brand new team. The original guys left. I think they were never gonna win the fans over with a new game.
Nah.
They're like, oh, you're not doing this. They're not bringing that team back. Oh, who cares, man?
Well, it's like it's set in the same universe, but it's like nobody and nothing from the originals is there. So it's like really hard to. It's a hard sell, and then if everybody's piling on it, making fun of it, then it's not gonna do too well.
Yeah,
But
and
I've been waiting for a remaster on this, and I
oh
think
yeah,
I would want to replay this. So
you
the
have
only
to.
problem, I guess, for me is like my story is already done. I don't want to like, you know what I mean? Like the way
Well,
I played it is kind of like my version of it, and I don't want to like start again. If that makes sense.
that's the thing though. Like, you can play however you want, and it changes everything. It changes the whole style. Like, Rex could not be in part 2 or 3 at all. Like, he just gone. Character.
Yeah, he died for me. He did die.
Uh, so you can save him this time. You can do whatever. It changes the game dramatically, I think, for like certain big key scene things.
I had to stick with
Um,
Grunt
which is not a
after Rex
bad.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or not Rex. I was able to save Tally though,
Oh,
because
that,
man, I was like on the edge of my seat because I knew she was gonna die for permanently for the
yeah.
next 3 games. So I was like, no way, it's not happening. You guys remember that part where you're like trying to help her in the tunnels or something, and you're like on the
I
radio
didn't
with
play
her?
all that.
Yeah. No, it's
And
bringing back stuff now that I forgot. It's like, yeah, I just want to play it so bad. People were really hard on the ending.
yeah. I mean, uh, it's one of those things where like the journey was so awesome,
Yeah.
but people like they hung up on the end, which
Hmm.
I get. It kind of undercuts a lot of stuff that you do throughout all 3 games,
Hmm.
but
But it's
um,
kind of like cyclical, right? Because it's like you're caught in a natural cycle of what has happened a bunch of times. It's almost like the Matrix, where it's like there were already 20 the ones before you. It's like this is gonna happen again, whether you like it or not, kind of thing.
I mean, there was more of the idea behind how they got there. Like, synthetics and organisms can never ever work together. When you
Hmm.
just proved you can do that in part 3,
Hmm.
if you do it often, you just did it.
Well, because you
So
had like a Geth companion at some point, ain't it?
yeah, well, I mean, like if you're really good and you have all the stuff, you can actually, uh, when the Aquarians are taking back the home planet from the Geth, you can
Mhm.
actually have them cease fire and join teams as one, and they
To
actually
fight
do.
the Reapers.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and the Reaper's like, it could never happen. I just did it. No, you didn't. You're like, go away. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
but
The
um,
ending is such a blur, man. I barely remember it. I just remember liking everything else.
oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like,
Number
not,
two
not,
was really cool, man. It was just like a pure like assemble the team action game. It was really cool.
yeah, I mean, 2 is like damn near perfect game. Like,
Yeah, man. It is
like
perfect.
I personally put it up there with like Red Dead 2, God of War, those type of games because it
Yeah.
just the combat was improved, the
Hmm.
storyline was better, the action,
Companions, side
everything.
missions,
Yeah, it was
dude,
just
everything
it was
was
all.
it was very good. It was more of a fun like it was almost like Into Darkness, the Star Trek movie, like
Oh yeah,
where the first movie was good, but then the second one like just goes straight up adventure, like
yeah,
just nothing but action, kind of fun game.
right.
And yeah, it was kind of reminded me of that. So I really want to replay this. They're saying $60, so
Uh,
hopefully they don't raise it. And they said they're gonna optimize for 4K.
You're gonna play all those again? You're gonna put all those hours in
Yeah,
again?
it's
oh
because this is like probably my favorite RPG ever. So
yeah,
That's a
I say that, but
long time,
you know I'm
dude.
probably not gonna do it.
a lot. But yeah. So
If
just
anything,
off
number
that.
two.
It is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and then you can get the up converted version for PS5 as well as the Xbox Series console when
Mhm.
if you buy 4 on PS4 and Xbox One. So
Yeah.
like majority of the games are coming out, they're just up to fit the new
Yeah.
graphics. But yeah, this is
I have a
this
funny story about this. I had
do tell.
I think about which one of the games that I got came with a pre-order shirt, and
Mm.
it says like N7 or something.
Oh yeah.
And then I went one day to pick up like some medicine, and the guy working behind the thing, he was like, he like rung me up, but he didn't say anything the whole time. And then I said, thanks, man. I grabbed it, and he's like, thanks, Commander Shepard. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, what the hell? I was so surprised. I was like, I wanted to kiss him. I was like, oh my God, you're so cool, man. And then later, like I thought about it, I was like, man, I should have been clever and I should have been like, this is my favorite pharmacy on the Citadel. But I wasn't clever enough for that.
That's a missed
Oh
opportunity.
But I was
man.
like, man, I didn't think anybody would, as I always like shirts and stuff that are not clear what it is,
Mm.
Yeah.
unless you're a dork. So yeah, the fact that he didn't recognize it, I was like, oh damn, that was cool. That's my Mass Effect story.
Uh, that's a cool story, man.
Yeah, leads out to the real world.
Do you have anything else to add to this or no?
No, just that I want it, even though I probably won't be able to play it. But I'm just gonna do it anyway and try.
Yeah. So to piggyback off of you really quick, this was announced during Mass Effect Day, and they also announced that a new title is in the works. It's in very early stages.
Oh, okay.
But they are working on a brand new game for the Mass Effect franchise. So,
Hey.
yeah. So again, early the developments. We probably won't see it for a couple years, but they are actually moving forward because the Mass Effect franchise was kind of up in the air for a long time after Andromeda kind of crashed and burned. People were like, "Oh, it killed the franchise. We're never getting anything back," and this and that. Because you know who owns the property now? The evil EA.
Yeah, they bought it.
They love to destroy shit. So,
well, they destroyed. I mean, the developer itself got destroyed. BioWare hasn't made a good game for a long time.
That was a long time.
I mean, what's the last good one? Probably 10 years.
Mass Effect 3. And then they got bought out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
oh well, then Anthem, that was a major failure.
Because that was EA.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. So
actually, they said that they're gonna have a version 2 of that game, but nobody cares at this point.
No. La, 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 la.
Mass Effect 1 is 2007.
Oh boy.
Just to refresh your mind.
Good time.
I didn't think it was that old. Damn. Yeah, because that's why I'm like, when you go back to it, it's like I can't play this. It's like trying to go back and play GoldenEye, the original.
I do, and it's still fun.
God, I can't. I know. I guess I'm just not that kind of player.
I can't do that. I can't play.
Can't do
games.
it, right? Yeah, no, I can't do it.
And that's fair.
These I will. I mean, if you remaster them and stuff, yeah, I'll do it.
Cool.
All right. Well, we've probably spent a lot of time on that.
All right, I got one.
This
comes from Slash Films, and I feel like I've known this already. I don't know if you guys do, but they kind of focus on if George Lucas had his way with his trilogy sequel. Did you hear this?
No. That was actually going to be one of my news pieces, so let's jump into it.
Cool. He would have brought back Darth Maul and leaned heavily on Princess Leia. So, like I said, it's from Slash Films. It goes kind of in depth on a couple different things. Basically, his Darth Maul would have been mechanical legs. He wouldn't have been alone. He would have had planned to pull in character Darth Talon, a Sith Lord from Dark Horse Comics. Maul eventually becomes a godfather of crime in the universe because as the Empire fails, he takes over. Meanwhile, Talon would have held the same position as Darth Vader in the sequels. Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Wait, Lucas would have done this. What do you mean, like as part of the original trilogy or something?
Yeah. So instead of getting Rey and her story and all that, we would have got this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, we've all kind of kept up with the new stuff, like the TV shows and all that. Some of the stuff kind of has already kind of rolled over. So
Maul's not really dead then, right?
So this is not going to happen. This is
I know.
This was supposed to take place after Return of the Jedi.
So that's what I'm saying. Like he never died.
In Clone Wars, he wasn't dead. Yeah, no.
Right.
So when we saw Darth Maul was right before Rebels. With Rebels is right before Crap.
Right
when
before
is Rebels?
New Hope, ain't it?
Yeah, because
because
a certain place and a certain person and a certain time. Yeah, so this is right before the original. Yeah, so this would have been a really awesome story to tell, just because it made sense with where all the characters in the story was going. This comes off the back of, I think, of a book called, I can find it in the title real quick in this article, the Star Wars Archives, 1999 to 2005. They like this book goes into heavy detail on everything more in depth. But like Manny was saying, basically, what these three films were to do instead of to build up the empire again and do that whole story, they wanted to have like crime lords take over and kind of become the new evil, where Luke would have to reform the Jedi, basically build a brand new army, while Leia would be the queen of the Republic and trying to fight them off that way. And then
So
Darth
she's
Maul
like
would
the political side, and he's the warrior side.
correct, yeah, and
Man.
yeah, so it
I
just
would
makes
so
more
rather have this. Oh my god.
like again to me that just makes more sense of where the characters were, because then they they kind of flip on its head where Leia now is the chosen one, where she brings actual peace and is like, I know my place, I have to do this and this and this and that. And then Darth Maul is obviously precursor from the past that comes back to the future, causes more problems, and that would just been awesome. I mean,
Damn.
again, could this have been bad? Absolutely. But is there more potential with this story that makes more sense with what's already in place? Yes.
I think so. And it doesn't like backseat the original characters in a bad way where like
Right.
they just seem like losers almost sometimes. Like I'm just like like what is this? Like why are they so crappy? Why are they so pathetic?
Yeah, and
like you guys, man.
it would have been awesome because this could have got them an opportunity to organically bring in new characters, like Luke training a new person, Leia finds a
They could have still done the Ben
advisor, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
angle.
But yeah, I mean they could have done a lot. But
so this is what he was like scripting or pre-planning before he sold the company, or not the company, but the rights.
Yeah. So
basically.
yeah. So
where did you find this, Manny?
/films.com.
Okay. I gotta go read about that.
So it's interesting. I mean, but a lot of it has already come into fruition. Like we get still the crime lord in Clone Wars /Rebels. I think we're gonna see it again if the Obi-Wan series comes out. We're gonna start seeing that Darth Maul, because Darth Maul and him are always connected, and I'm sure he'll show up somewhere. It's kind of weird because out of all the TV shows that are coming out, I think that Obi-Wan is going to be a little more interesting because Clone Wars really filled in a lot of stuff. And Rebels picked up Darth Maul's story, and then we ended up seeing it end there. So it's super interesting where that the Obi-Wan story is going to go to. The Darth Maul one, I mean, like I said, we saw a little different things. Leia didn't take the lead role, but she did have a major input on where Rey goes and all that. The more I think of it, man, I feel like we need another show like Clone Wars to tie in the loose end of this trilogy again.
The gap.
Because, kind of like how the prequels were kind of weak. They were all right, but they were weak on their own. And then Clone Wars just tied it all together. Now it feels like a part of the universe. Where this is still kind of like a straggler, in my opinion. Like Force Awakens wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
It just feels too loose. It feels rehashed. Especially now that you're getting Mandalorian I'm starting, and we'll talk about it at the end. I'm starting to feel not fatigue, because I still love the movie or the show, but you start seeing, hey, if you do this, I'll give you this. Like, it already happened 2 episodes in a row. I'm like,
It's like, oh, my ship's destroyed again. It's it's like,
But I'm excited for this, man. The next movie that comes out, we'll see how it goes, but I'm into the TV shows right now.
Yeah. I mean, the Clone Wars animation fleshed out that period of time and made it my favorite period of time in Star Wars.
I think so, man.
Because, man, I really like it. There's so much to it.
I like this period of time, though.
Them all better.
It's kind of like what Mandalorian is doing with the original time frame, too. I'm starting to like that one. And, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
It's nice that each time frame. Now we just need the new time frame. We need the little stories to fit into that.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I don't know if it's going to be as interesting.
Yeah, because I
Which
don't like
kinda
the way they
sucks.
dismantled everything. Like the Republic was in place for what, maybe 10 years, and then all of a sudden they just like in one blast they're like, oh, Republic's gone, bye bye.
The one
One
story they
blast. It's
could
like
tell,
Jesus Christ.
especially because of Mando, during Mando's time right now, there's still the stormtroopers. There's still some kind of
Like remnants and
empire.
stuff.
Yeah. Like, how does that turn into um, what was it called? The New Republic?
Starkiller type area or whatever.
The New Order. How does that turn into the New Order?
Right.
So I guess that's one story they have, and they could focus more on the bad guys.
You
than
know,
the good
Luke
guys.
kind of gave up the fight, and what's his name joined Snoke, who we know now as a clone. I don't know.
But it kind of sucks because you can't really tell Luke's story. Like,
yes, yeah.
You can, but you can't because you need Hamill to tell Luke's story.
Mm-hmm.
Without Hamill, there's not much there. And Hamill's like, I feel like Hamill's the kind of guy who.
Oh, he's done. He'll never do it again.
Yeah, like he
does not like
appreciates
what they did.
He doesn't stay on course with the character. Like he's already grown up, so he feels like the character should go somewhere else, where it doesn't have the same thinking as the actual character if he grew up in real life.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Kind of like how Kevin Conroy, he doesn't talk the same way as the same Batman if you saw the animated series. He changed his approach.
He's like doing an impression of himself back then.
Almost. Yeah, almost.
Right? Kind of like that. Yeah.
But
yeah, I see what you're saying, man. I mean, that does happen just because he grew up in real life. I mean, he's not the same guy.
Yeah, he just looks at it. I don't know. So when I see him on Twitter and all that, he doesn't take it too seriously.
No,
and I get it, just characters. But
sure.
I mean, he was a big deal, dude. Big deal. He's still a big deal in Star Wars.
Oh yeah. I do wish there was more to flesh him out, because the way if you watch the prequels, you don't really. I could see why people kind of just make fun of Anakin and stuff, but if you watch the Clone Wars, it gives him a whole lot more layers. More
you know what?
levels to it.
You can tell Luke's story, but it has to be animated.
Oh yeah, you probably could.
You can't tell Luke's story, and it's been proven that works just as well.
I guess he could voice it.
Holy crap! No, he doesn't have to even voice it. I mean, I guess he can, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but we get away without. Yeah.
Yeah. And I forgot the spin-off. What's that? What's those guys you like? The Bad.
Bad Batch. Yeah.
Is it Bad Batch?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get a show, and I think that's gonna tie in pretty nicely too, with some stuff.
About that. Yeah.
So. All right, that's it.
Still stuff they could tell. Maybe something could happen, but yeah, I would like to know more about his treatment. Yeah. But looks like there's a book written about it, so.
Who's next on the news?
I'm out.
All right.
Get rid of the Luke story. So Blumhouse was the producers for The Invisible Man, and Universal gave them the right to produce the Wolfman movie. That'll be coming out, I want to say, in next year or 2022, depending on how things go. And then what the hell is his name? The owner of Blumhouse Studios. I want to say Jason
Stephen Blum or something. Oh, Jason, yeah.
I'm going Jason, and if I'm wrong, sorry. He was asked, "Hey, so are you taking over the Dark Universe for the Bosch movies?" He goes, "No."
That's dead, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's technically dead, but Universal is switching it up and going like, well, let's make one movie at a time and see where it goes, where they should have done in the first place.
So they're trying to be DC and be like, oh, we'll just keep going, but pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, pretty much. And because, like I said, The Invisible Man and Wolfman, with the Invisible Man coming out first, obviously, and making decent money for a pretty low budget. he wants to take over and say, yeah, I would love to do this project. I would love to take over and actually, direct the projects where they need to go, but Universal won't pull that trigger. So he's just kind of they're going like, can I produce this? Can I do this? Can I please? Thank you.
So they're gonna produce a Wolfman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think they should just let Blumhouse take over. I mean, because
they'll never do that.
Universal wanted this big blockbuster Avengers budget type of film, when I think that they need to scale back a little bit and make
That's
it
weird.
And make it kind of what they did now. Again, smaller, but at the time feel kind of big, because Invisible Man has potential to do something special. Where like when it goes batshit crazy, I love that movie.
The
But
new one?
Yeah, but the side characters are horrible.
Yeah,
The build
it
up
was not bad. I mean,
it was not bad overall, but if they kind of, because like that can easily be tied into some kind of universal thing easily. Wolfman,
guess if you modernize it.
yeah, Wolfman. I don't know if that's going to be modern, if it's going to be like one of those things like, oh, in the '80s we found how to do this, or what I mean. See how that goes. But I don't know. Universal, they have something here, but they mess it up so fast that they're kind of like now going like, oh shit, I don't know, just make it to make money. I don't care. Just do what you gotta do.
I don't know. They've been milking those characters for like a century now.
And I mean, Guillermo is still waiting to make Frankenstein. Just let him do it. I want the movie. Stop being dicks. Just let him do it.
Well, he had to make like his own sideways version of Creature from the Lagoon.
Yes.
Basically.
Which I know people have a problem with it, but I like the film.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see where the Universal Dark Universe goes, if they even plan on doing one, or if it's gonna be like a loose one. But I don't know, man. They had a bunch of big names, and now we don't know what's gonna happen. And then Johnny Depp was supposed to be part of it, and
now we know.
Kicking him off things, which I'm not for, but I don't know what's going on with this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I have like zero like interest in any of that.
And that sucks.
I know it does, because I mean I like stuff like that, but man, they've just crapped the bed for too long.
And really fast too.
I'll just wait for it to come out, and I mean, if it surprises me, then it surprises me. But if not, I'm not really anticipating it.
I'm gonna take it movie by movie. That's all we gotta do.
I guess so. Yeah. Blumhouse involvement, I don't know. It could turn out okay, but we'll see.
Yeah.
How do your what are your thoughts on this, Manny? Were you a fan of these growing up as a kid, or are you just kind of like this? That's your thing?
Well, like the Universal
like the monster movies?
Yeah.
Did we get a Wolfman when I was a kid? When we were kids?
We got the Benicio one.
Yeah,
but we weren't kids.
No. That was like, 10, 12 years ago.
I mean,
The Mummy always scared the crap out of me until I watched it and became one of my favorite movies.
The Fraser one?
Yeah, the Fraser one.
Yeah,
I remember that
like
one. I didn't watch that one for a long time because it scared the crap out of me. But then I would watch it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
and
really funny.
It became one of my favorite movies with that one. Yeah, man. Like, I think it's probably going to be a new take on it, or like a modern take, because we've seen like the Del Toro one was back in the day. Like that one was set in like the 1800s or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And that one wasn't. That one wasn't really great. Was it set in the 1800s?
Everybody was looking forward to it, and it was maybe 1800, something like that.
Well, yeah. So it was set in like old times.
It was kind of boring and
super boring.
Like incredibly forgettable, man. I mean, I don't remember a damn thing about that movie.
Yeah, it has spurts of really good action and really cool stuff, and then it just slows down to a crawl. And just like, oh no.
And Frank, you were super excited for it. I remember.
I was, man.
And
see, they burned me, man. I'm done.
Yeah, that's just like crap. So I mean, yeah, I'm down for it. I didn't like the Invisible Man. I wouldn't say I didn't like it, but it wasn't a new story to me, and there wasn't anything really special in it.
It was kind of like, yeah, of course he's using technology. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
And the
Like
twists, because there was a twist, if I'm not mistaken, right? We don't have to say the twist, but there was a twist.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, we can't remember the twist, and it wasn't that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a twist, more of just like I don't
Well, it was a twist because I think it was someone that you didn't expect it was.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to make it seem like that, but it didn't come across, you know?
Correct.
Yeah,
like they were like, ooh,
smoke and mirrors.
Like, aren't you amazed by this, or aren't you surprised by this? I'm like,
yeah, you thought it was him, but it's not. It's his best friend, or something like that.
Something like that.
Well, like, and that's kind of what I liked about it, because it's hinted at heavily that he's very smart, that he plans everything out 20 steps ahead.
But she outsmarted him though.
Yes, which was awesome. The ending was a nice surprise. It wasn't like a typical, over the top ending or something like that. It was quick, it was shocking, and it was like, that was really cool actually, because they could have.
The ending wasn't even unique, because I saw a Jennifer Lopez movie about the same thing.
Which one?
Enough.
Oh, they had a fight scene in the house for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It was like, this was like, it was subtle, it was quick, and it was like, okay, good, because then that would have been more of the standard. Oh, now they have to have a chase in the house and one last standoff, and she has to fight this bad man. But with the ending was like, oh, that's the way you do it. You don't mess around, just get it over.
Wasn't there not a fight? There was a fight. There
was a long extended part where she was hiding and running around the house and everything.
That was like,
and then she discovered the room.
That was in the middle of the movie, and then there was one when she was in the insane asylum, and then she got out. So
damn, dude, I forgot that part.
No, but she gets the tech.
Yeah, she gets the tech.
Well, if we're gonna ruin the movie, if you haven't seen it,
I mean, it's COVID. That movie became huge during COVID. She got the tech. Yeah,
and she was able to kill her abusive husband. I believe they're married. And again, they barely trusted her anyway, so she gets away.
She got away with it,
murder, which was awesome, because again, he tortured her endlessly, mentally, physically, and again, they could have had a big fight scene of her, like one last standoff, but instead she's able to outsmart him and play his own game and win. It was cool.
Yeah, that's special for me.
Yeah, so
it was not bad.
Again, like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is a masterpiece of horror action. It's for what it could have been. I was very surprised that they actually were able to do something with it.
They did something with it. It's better than what anybody expected, I think.
Yeah, because that dinner scene was shocking. I was like, oh shit. That was
cool. The dinner part. I remember that part. Yeah.
Man, was it shocking? I felt like The Hunt was better than this movie.
I like The Hunt.
The Hunt is better.
I liked it better.
It's more fun and it's awesome.
But they're pretty different movies, though.
Yeah, like one is clearly I don't want to say a satire, but it's a
more of a fun, cheeky, yeah,
like a super B movie, and one is B movie, but we want to be more than that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's move on. What's the next piece of news?
So this is just a quick little thing I got. Matrix 4 wrapped, right? And in Germany, there is a COVID protocol saying that unless you're filming, you can't have more than 50 people in one, spot. So all the people in the Matrix decided, hey, let's have a party to say, hey, we did it. They had like over 100 people, 120 people, maybe 200 people there. And the way they got around the COVID thing in Germany was, oh, we're filming a scene for the movie. It was just a big party.
When was this? When did they do that?
Like last week or something.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah. It does. I mean, it puts us in an even worse light.
This
But
is why everybody always makes fun of us.
yeah, I sometimes you can't blame them.
Sometimes, yeah.
So they had around about 200 people attend the party. They clearly had DJs going,
That's bad,
music.
dude.
They had catered food and everything, but they were shooting a scene for the movie.
The problem is those people get around a lot, so they're gonna travel. They're gonna come back home and all that.
I should have had Halloween Kills already, but now I have to wait a whole year because people just can't get a shit together.
So what's with that one? They haven't finished filming?
They filmed it. It's done, I think.
They just don't want to release it.
Yeah, because it was supposed to come out already, but they're
Okay.
like, well, let's.
This October, right?
Yeah, so they moved to October 2021.
Dude, that ending is so jarring though. Like the freeze frame, like a 80s freeze frame.
Oh yeah.
And it's like over. It's like, wait, what?
That
That was a good movie though.
was very good. So it's just more examples of this Matrix thing of just people being stupid. Stop being stupid.
Yeah.
Let's just get the shit over with.
And now there's only one Wachowski involved in it.
Yeah.
What, the other one was pissed off or what? What happened with him? Or her?
I don't know that full story of how they, I don't know if they had a falling out, whatever. I didn't follow that part too much because I don't care. But
I don't either.
yeah, but we're still getting Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 apparently on the same.
Matrix 4. I don't even know what the hell they would do with that. Sure.
But yeah, so that's it for my news.
They're like, hey, Keanu's hot again. Matrix 4.
Let's do it.
WB's like, money. I see money. I smell money. All right. Any more news, anybody?
Yeah, one more. WandaVision finally has a release date, which is January 15th. So it was supposed to release this year, but I mean, if it's a week late, I don't really care.
That's kind of cool because it's only 2 weeks after Mando ends, ain't it?
Oh, shut up, dude. I don't want to know when Mando ends.
I know. I don't want it to end ever.
But I'll take it, especially if we could get some Marvel stuff mixed in to hold us over till Mando.
Something.
It'd be even better, man. But like I said before, this is the one series I'm really, 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 really looking forward to.
I hope they don't let us down, though, as far as...
I don't think they are.
Getting to those parts that you're itching for.
We might not have Dave Filoni. Well, the parts that I'm looking for, like, I don't know what I'm really looking for.
Possibilities, right?
I used to watch these old TV shows on Nick at Night. So when they came out with something like this, I've seen most of these TV shows that I think they're going to kind of touch on. So I think that's why I'm a little more excited for it. I'm also excited because it might introduce the multiverse, and then this leads into Doctor Strange 2, which, I mean, that has multiverse in the title, and I think it's already been announced that Olsen is already going to be in Strange 2. So that excites me even more.
Nice.
And then we got Vision back, and how is he back?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that I feel like it could unpack and be very, very entertaining. So in a sense where you hope that it gives me what I'm looking for, I'm not really looking for anything. I just want a good, entertaining Marvel movie or Marvel storyline again that I could grasp onto. So so far everything that I've seen, and I try not to watch too much. It looks good, and it's everything that I hope for so far.
It's pretty soon. I'm glad, man. Jan 15.
Very close.
Like, I'm even watching like the little trailer they had where they show the different TV sets and I guess how it's gonna look. And I'm excited for it.
That's good, man.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Yeah, this has potential to be a really awesome show. So.
Well, I guess they're gonna keep my subscription for another what? That's gonna be a weekly show, I bet you.
Yeah. Oh, they got my subscription to the end of time.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they got my subscription.
All right, man. We ready for nerd outs?
I believe.
All right. Anybody want to go?
So I think Sunny should go because I think our nerd outs, I could be wrong, Frank, but I think our nerd outs are going to kind of coincide with each other
Yeah, they are.
with PlayStation 5s.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to nerd out about. So
Yeah,
unless
PS5.
you're nerding out about PlayStation 5s, honey, you could join us too, but I don't think you are.
I am not. So my nerd outs. I watched The Blood of Zeus on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It is a okay show.
Yeah,
Um,
not bad.
it's fun. It's only like 8 episodes at max. I think the longest episode is like 35 minutes,
Yeah, a lot of them
maybe.
are 25 or so.
Yeah. It opens up with this tagline. Oh, so many stories were lost to history. This is one of those stories. I'm like, shut up.
And it's
But
like it's nothing but Zeus being a playboy. It's like
which is basically all the stories about him. So
it's like yeah, I know, right?
it's just his dick keeps getting in trouble. But I mean, this is a low budget animated show that is bloody and
Why is it low
gory.
budget?
It's low budget. I mean, if you
Why?
look at the way that they move,
Looks better
the
than the
background,
WB animated crap.
well, that's like super low budget. Because again, if you were to compare this to like Avatar season 2 or 3,
Mm-hmm.
some stuff from like Attack on Titan,
Yeah, yeah.
like Vince and the way things flow.
Those.
This is
Yeah.
more like
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Is it?
Like they
It's
glide
very
across the screen rather than actually animating
yeah, and
across
it's
the
like
screen.
huh.
Yeah, I know.
it's
It
it's
is
not
kind of
as
like that.
engaging, but I do find the story was pretty decent. The characters I did like.
Mm-hmm.
Greek mythology, Greek history. I'm big fan of. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew a lot of the names and the characters and the backstories of a lot of the Olympians and stuff like that. Obviously, things were changed because the TV show from the actual myths and stories. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you're looking for just a quick little fix for like fantasy Greek stuff, this is a fun watch. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think here. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's exclusive to Netflix. Check it out. I
To
watched
the
it in,
first 6, I had to finish, but yeah, I did like it so far.
I mean, I finished it in 2 days. I watched 4 episodes one day, and then the last 4 day 2. So this is a quickie. This is a quickie one. Just getting it out, and you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
My next nerd outs. It's a song. I won't talk about it. I don't want to make anything political or get into the philosophy of life and man. But Tom McDonald is a rapper. Came out with a song called "No Lives Matter." It's actually a really good song. It's one of those songs you have to listen to the words and what he's saying.
Mhm.
It's a really good song. And he's really smart about how he approaches things. He dropped the song a day after the elections was over, or like the day that it was announced who won.
Mm-hmm.
So it's poignant, it's relevant. I think people need to at least listen to it, even if it causes dialogue, which is the purpose of anything, right? Is to have dialogue about stuff. Just check it out. I think it's a really good song. Technically my last nerd down until we get to Mando. I started Queen's Gambit on Netflix. I am 4 episodes in. I have like 3 left. The show's fantastic.
Netflix, you said?
Netflix, yes.
I think I heard of it. There's just so many damn shows I can't remember.
I never thought you can make chess super interesting, and they do.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it's not just about chess. It's about this girl who loses her mother at a very young age, and not to get too much in the story details because that all plays a factor and stuff. She gets adopted and she learns how to play chess, and she's basically a prodigy at it. And she's one of those like torture artist people who like self sabotage herself for her life. But when she's playing chess, she's one of the best ever to do it.
Dude, this is #1 in the U.S.
Yeah, it is like
Yeah.
I'm only
That's
4
crazy.
episodes, and it's pretty damn good.
It's got
I
your
was-
girl in it too.
yes, and she is excellent in there too.
She's a great actress, man.
She's great. And like I think the reason why I like her as an actress because she picks these roles that aren't just the typical type of character. She loves the
Hmm.
underdog, the weirdos, the ones that that don't fit in well, and she plays those great. Um,
Yeah.
so and like I said, like uh, again, I don't want to touch on stories like that because there are some stuff that's like comes out of nowhere or stuff that kind of like shocking when you get into the story. It's like, damn, that's kind of heavy. But
Is
the
it
fact is,
based on a real story or no?
it's based on a novel. I don't know if the novel's based off of real life, but it is based off of a novel.
Okay.
And when she's playing chess, they make it feel intense. They make it feel like engaging. Like you're sitting there going like, damn, that's a smart move. I have no idea what's happening, but then you look like you're winning.
I remember I joined the freaking chess club in like 8th grade. I used to like
What?
playing just. I used to like strategy games like StarCraft and stuff. And then my friend, I don't know, he got me into playing, and I joined the club, and I got made fun of. Yeah, for sure. But I
Yeah.
just did it for like 1 year. But
I joined freshman year high school, my chess club
yeah, it's
team.
kind of cool. I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
it's
and
interesting, but the show could be cool, man. The way you're saying about it, and it's
oh,
number one and everything.
it's really good. And I like the philosophy of or the way that they use chess. Like is like this game again. I was never that great at chess, and I don't know
Yeah.
all the different defenses and moves and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
But um, it's one of those games where like you can lose on the very first turn and you don't even know it yet. You're
Yeah.
because it's very
There's a lot more to it than you think.
yeah, because like when someone makes a move, you have to counter that move. So you're playing into that person's hands. So if you can't get out of it, you basically already lost, and you
And
just
you have
don't.
to like go to like like insane levels of what if he does that, or if is he baiting
Mhm.
me, or is he this, or is he that?
And it's kind of really cool. I was really again like
Do they kind of like go into that a little bit? You said
they do,
they
yeah,
the way
yeah,
they show the playing.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
nice, nice.
there's like I think like two or three scenes where she's sitting there going like, where like she plays out the whole chess game in her head
Hmm.
and goes, well, he has to do this,
It
and if
reminds
I'm
me of like Sherlock, where
oh,
he's
cool.
like jab the throat and twist the knee, and then he does it.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is because like she's like is like and it's like if I were moves, he's gonna lose, and he doesn't even know it yet. I'm like, oh shit,
Mm.
you are cutthroat. I love it.
All right, man. You
Check
gotta.
it out.
I don't know how, but you sold me.
Check it out. It you come for the chess and you stay for the story.
Yeah,
uh,
it's kind of like
it,
those
it is
all the
fantastic.
best ones, right? They're like it's like Rocky. Like it's a boxing movie, not really about boxing. It's about
Right.
Rocky. But
Yeah. Right.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of
Like
like
those.
that.
Yeah. Like those are the best shows and movies where like it's not about baseball. It's not about sports,
Hmm.
but it does play a big factor.
Yeah.
Saying a lot. Again, it's not about baseball. It's about being a kid and living through summer. But they also love
Hmm.
baseball. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
um, yeah, man. Check it out.
Did you finish? You said I kept cutting you off like a lot of times with questions,
No,
but I forgot.
okay. I'm on episode 4. I have 3 more to go.
Okay.
I left on I left off on not a cliffhanger, but like a big thing that happened in the story, and I definitely want to keep going and want to finish it because it's not slowing down. And
Hmm.
us- usually, even a limited series, they slow down about halfway until like the last episode. But this is still going really strong. Um, if the show ends well, it's probably one of my favorite shows of this year that came out in
Hmm.
general. It's really good.
Interesting, man. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Did you play? That was it for your nerdouts, or?
No, I lied. I have one more. Stupid. Valhalla.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, did you play it or what?
I have, yes. So I was pissed for a second because I actually had to restart the game. Uh, luckily, I wasn't too far in. I was about 3 hours in, but they had an update, and it fucked up the story campaign where I couldn't talk to this one person at all. And I'm like, so I go on the forums. They're like, "This is bullshit, man. I had a." I'm
Damn
like,
it.
so I sat there contemplating. I'm like, you know what? It's only 3 hours. Fuck it. I'm just gonna start again, and it
Damn
worked.
it.
Um, I like it. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It looks. My TV is only 720. I don't think it's a 1080 TV,
Mm-hmm.
and that game it looked good.
Looks good.
The depth of field on it looks great.
Mm.
I haven't noticed a lot of like glitches or dropouts or all that kind of stuff yet.
Yeah.
The so and it's hard to judge the combat because I put the combat on hard,
Okay.
so I can't tell if the blocking mechanic sucks or it's just because it's harder and it's meant to be that way.
Yeah.
But it is
Is
fun.
it like the old ones? I remember just standing there waiting until it was just parry after parry. Like that's
It's
is
kind
it
of
kind
hard
of
to do.
like
It's kind of hard to do that in this game because you can have someone behind you with the spear and swing backwards
mm.
and hit you. So you kind of have to pay attention to what's going on all around you.
Oh, okay.
Don't feel like clip you by accident or they're trying to hit the guy in front of them, but they kind of hit you too on their swing.
Okay.
The combat, it's not slow. The combat feels heavy, but that's because you're a Viking. You're just like there's no finesse there. You're swing with
Mm.
an axe. You try and chop someone's head off. It feels cool. I did my first raid. That was fun. You're on your long ship. You're going down the water. Someone goes, "Hey, look, there's a church. Let's go take it." All right, cool. So you hit the raid button. You blow your horn. You pull up shore, and you just go. And it's cool because the first one I did, it was the church was actually on top of a hill. So
Mhm.
get off with all your boys and girls. Yeah, both in your raid party, and we're
Mhm.
running the hill, and all these guys going, "Yeah, let's go!" Oh. And your peasants run away, and priests and children they're like, "Run, run!" You got
That
a
sounds like your personal fantasy, man.
bell going off at the church saying,
Ding
"Hey,
ding ding
yeah."
ding.
It's actually pretty cool.
The Vikings are here. They're
Yeah,
running up the hill and stuff.
cool. Um,
That is kind of cool, man.
I think I'm about maybe 4 or 5 hours in now. I just made it to England. We're getting stuff settled, so I'm still doing uh, tutorial stuff,
Yeah.
the beginning stuff, getting things set up, getting introduced to the world and characters. But
Yeah.
voice acting is great. The animation is good. The characters are really cool. The way
Hmm.
they talk, and the side games in there are actually kind of fun too. I'm waiting for them to make the dice game that you can play in here. It's simple and straightforward, but it's really fun. I think I play like
Hmm.
6 games and just really fun.
It's like
There's
a
a
side game in the game that you can play.
yeah, and then there's like a
That's
mead
cool.
drinking game. So basically, you have to outdrink someone. Kind of fun too.
Do they do
And
any beer slapping?
no, they didn't do.
Okay.
They just like you stand by a big barrel of meat, grab your
Yeah.
horn, drink again,
Drink.
again. I win, yeah.
That's
Uh,
funny.
it is really
So
funny.
you have
And
to.
then
Is there like a lot of bonding stuff with your raid party? Like you can play dice with them, or you can go drink with them.
so I haven't so I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten that far if I could
Hmm.
do that with them. Um,
Welcome.
like certain towns will have this guy playing dice. Hey, you there? You want to earn some extra? Let's play a game. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's fun.
it's pretty good then.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of the new generation of Assassin's Creed games, the Origin and Odyssey,
Hmm.
it's something you're gonna have to play. It
Yeah.
and if it's funny because it's clear it looks like Odyssey at times, but it feels different game. It feels like something different, and that's really cool because
Hmm.
there's a lot of time and effort into this. Just from again, like the opening cutscene, the way the characters interact and talk, and like the fact that they're actually acting, it's really good.
Mm.
The gameplay is solid. Again, the freight running stuff, going uphill and that kind of stuff, it gets repetitive sometimes, but that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
And I haven't got to like the customizing part. I got some tattoos, and I can't change the raid party yet, but you can actually customize everyone in your raid party.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Yeah.
so there's a bunch of new stuff that I haven't gotten to yet, but
How about your boat? Can you customize it? Like how it looks?
that I'm not sure yet. You can upgrade it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can buy new bows. I'm not sure, but
Mm-hmm.
it's cool.
Sounds
Again,
good.
I'll have more next week when I like do more stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun. And I do like this where like when you're looking for gold and chests and all that kind of stuff, it's not just like sitting there in a room. Sometimes you have to think a little bit. Oh, I gotta drop that pile of rocks in there to get in there, or I gotta find this key. I gotta, like go underwater into a cave and go find it.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so there's more of a explore instead of just I'm gonna take and run. It's how do I get in there, and it's kind of
Oh,
cool.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, before it was just like go to the dot and it's there like behind a pile of hay or something.
Yeah. So
Like, oh, okay.
like I forgot what episode it was here, but I always said there's not a lot of Viking games, if any. If this was halfway decent, I was gonna be out, and so far it's being everything it said it was gonna be and more. So I'm all in on it.
I want to, but
I
yeah.
so it's fun.
I'm gonna wait to hear back from you because yeah, I mean, right now I have enough stuff until Cyberpunk, and then when that comes, I feel like I'm not gonna play anything else.
Yeah, I was very. I mean, I want to play Cyberpunk, but I was kind of happy that it was pushed back because now I have before
Got
that
like a
comes out.
few weeks to play
So,
Valhalla.
so.
It was gonna be same day, wasn't it? It was gonna be both of them coming out together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a day after, but yeah.
Hmm.
So, I was like, oh, good.
Looks like you had a lot of stuff this week, man.
Yeah, because like, we're getting ready for a show. I'm like, do I have any nerd outs? Oh shit, I do. So
Yeah.
it was a long weekend. It was a long Friday the 13th for me. Work was a pain in the ass. So I was like,
Yeah, today was, man, it was kind of rough.
so
Weird it was.
Well, me and Pagan over here,
yes.
PlayStation 5 Adventures.
Well, you got your PlayStation 5, so it was
It
real
was
no
weird is
adventure
that
for
I
you.
thought I wasn't going to because Walmart didn't tell me it was shipping until yesterday when I already had it. Like they never said it was coming. So all that time from like last Friday to when I got it, I didn't even know I was getting like I had to go like into my FedEx account and see that there was like a label created in order to know. It was really weird. I, I don't even know. It's really strange because I was following, the chats and everything, and a lot of people were like, they were just like they kept calling customer service and stuff, saying like, where the hell is it? And I don't see nothing in FedEx. It's just very strange the way they did it.
This whole thing is strange, but
Yeah, but yeah, I finally got it. I had to stick it into my entertainment center in a weird way. I showed you guys. I had to put it sideways, like where the ports are against the wall, and like if I want to play a disc, I gotta like pull the whole console. Fucking put a disc in the side. So I haven't played anything like that yet because I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna do that. That's ridiculous. So I gotta come up with something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I set it up and everything and did all the updates, all that junk.
yeah.
And I brought my external drive from PS4, and it retains anything on it, and you can play it immediately, pretty much. And yeah, I was trying to play Modern Warfare, but I couldn't. And then I downloaded a texture pack for it, and then somehow it worked after that. So I don't know what the deal was.
For which one?
For Modern Warfare. It was giving me errors for some reason starting, but But yeah, after that texture pack, it helped. I did notice it runs better. It's it's a lot smoother. You could just tell the movement and everything. The way everything looks and the way everything plays, just a lot. It seemed a lot better. And it helps that my controller lasts more than 2 hours and that it doesn't sound like a freaking jet engine and all that stuff. And then I played like maybe an hour of Miles. So I got a little bit of a taste of the new controller, like what they're doing with it. I don't want to really say. I'm just saying that it was pretty cool and everything. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm kind of just more curious what a difference 4K would make or not. I went to like the store. I was looking at TVs, and yeah, I mean, I didn't leave like thinking like I have to do everything in my power to get a 4K TV right now.
Mhm.
But I mean, there were some that were pretty nice, but a lot of them are just so insanely expensive, man. Over
But
$1,000
the thing
bucks.
with 4K TVs, man, you need to get for a PlayStation 5, like the PlayStation 4 Pro played 4K at 60 hertz refresh
Mm-hmm.
rate. This one could go all the way up to 120 hertz.
Mm-hmm.
So to
You need
get
one
a 4K
capable, right?
TV just for that, you need it. You need at least. I think what I saw was maybe $1,000, maybe a little less than that. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're ready to spend that. If you're not ready to spend that, then don't even waste your money on a 4K TV right now with 60
Yeah.
hertz.
Yeah, that was what I saw. Because there were some models I saw, and they were 500, 600. They looked good, but they weren't like, I gotta have this now. The ones that were, yeah, were the ones you're talking about. Like 800, 900,000.
And that's really, I mean, that's mid-level TVs now, man. $1,000 is mid-level. When you
Jesus,
go
man.
up to like 1,400, 1,500, 2,000. Even no, you know what? Even that's still mid-level, dude. At high level, you're kind of looking at like $2,000, and that's like OLED now
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. 4K, I mean, you can get a 4K,
It's
but
insane, dude.
everything that I've been reading, I mean, even monitors are hard to come by because the PS5 doesn't play in 2K resolution. It either
Mm-hmm.
does 1080p, 4K, or 8K.
Mm-hmm.
Um, these monitors that people are playing on, I mean, they're if they have a monitor that plays at 2K resolution, which is 1440,
Mm-hmm.
they're playing at 1080p resolution,
Yeah.
which stinks.
I'm sure that pissed
And
people
then
off.
and then you get the 4K monitors, and those 4K monitors, most of them just play at 60 hertz.
Mm,
So I mean,
I
on a
get you.
smaller TV, on a smaller screen, you won't notice it as much, but for a bigger screen, if you're buying this TV just for your PS5, just hold on to your money and
Yeah. You gotta have that
do like
because
120 hertz, man.
when you're moving the camera really fast, like in a shooting game, you're gonna notice the tearing right away and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just gonna look bad. But yeah, that was it. I mean, that was really it. The PS5 itself, I mean, it's freaking huge. Like I said, man, I can't even fit it. And yeah, I was able to sell the original PS4. And there is some stuff that's a little annoying about the PS5. It's not perfect at all. There is some stuff, but I think it's really just day one stuff where it's just so new that they weren't able to fully do all the features. So just some things are weird. Like I do Spotify a lot, and I couldn't find like a quick menu to switch songs. Like there is like a on the menu on the quick menu there's a Spotify button or a music button, and you could see all the playlists, but I didn't see a way to with like in the PS4 right now there's quick controls. Like if you push R1, it'll skip the next song or triangle pause and stuff like that, but I didn't see a way to do it. But maybe I just don't know how, but I don't know. But yeah, it was a pain to get. And the shipping was weird and all that, but yeah.
Well, at least you have
So
one in your house.
yeah, I guess so. Yep.
My PS started at 6 a.m. because I had someone who might have helped me. They were at a bigger retailer
Mm-hmm.
that sell these things, and there were pre-orders going on. And this person called me when the Xbox came out, and told me, "Hey, pre-order canceled. Do you want it?" Like, I don't know, because I already had the Xbox. It's actually sitting here in a box that I don't even know what to do with. I think I'm just gonna return it. But I was like, no, I'm good. And that kind of got me thinking that I might have a chance to get a PS5 on per se and actually in my hands. Well, that turned out not to happen because all the PlayStations were picked up.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna reach out to them and see. But anyway, and so then that led me to Walmart. In Walmart, I was there at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I think I tried again
at 3 or something, right?
I want to say at 3, and then 6, and then 9. I think it was the last one, or 8. And I was able to get one at 8. I had 3 computers. Actually, I had my iPad, my computer, and my wife's computer.
Yeah, you had a real setup, man.
And I would try to
4
get it
screens.
in the cart. Dude, you if you try to do it on your own, so I was out when I think the 6 o'clock one happened or the 5 o'clock one happened.
Yeah.
And I just had my phone, and you couldn't do it. There was no way you could do it, man, because it kept freezing. You didn't have another screen. So what I ended up doing, I ended up having all 3 of them going at once. When the time hit, it refreshed saying add to cart, and I would add to cart on each one of them, and I would wait until the cart actually shows that I have it. Then I would go on the phone, refresh it, and just start pounding away, because I would get to the final step where you have to enter the security code of your credit card.
Yeah.
And it would come up, oh dear. And there's a joke on it, but it's like a dog with antlers. I'm like, fuck up. So I kept doing it, and I really wanted the digital version. I ended up getting the physical version, the disc physical version.
Yeah.
And I'm not too disappointed in that, because I mean, I have Grand Theft Auto. I actually have them right here. I have Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead.
Nice.
That I could play on them. I don't think. Hopefully, there's going to be patches that if I really want to do it, I could just turn it on. And I think I'm still going to go the digital route. But when there's sales going on, like this Target sale that buy 2 get 1 free, and it just makes sense to do it, because I could get Call of Duty for like $40, and I could split the other 2 with you guys, and we all get the game for $40 or whatever. Like, that's almost a no-brainer, especially with a new game like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I got the flexibility, but I am going to try my hardest to just do digital.
Yeah.
Like, even
the $70 tag is kind of steep, man. I mean, there's going to be, I would say, very few games I would spend that much for.
Yeah.
Because after tax, it's like $78.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it has to be like
a Batman game.
God of War 2.
God of War 2. I'll spend that on Last of Us.
Yeah, the really big games like that.
But I won't spend on like Godfall.
No, no.
Just spend it on what's another one?
Even
Valhalla. Valhalla is $60 because at the end of the day, that's just a port. But I don't even know if I was spending on that. And I don't know if I was spending on Cyberpunk, because it just doesn't have like that following yet. And that could still fail. Oh man, especially if Cyberpunk was $70 and all those pushbacks, and it just shat on itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was able to get the PS4 version $50, and then they have a free PS5 upgrade. Nice. So that's a good deal. But I mean, a lot of them are not going to have that deal.
But so here, I just realized this, bud. Oh, well, I guess you could put the PS4 version in the system. Never mind. Oh, and that'll just upgrade it to the PS5 one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they said they would do, which I was, I guess, not surprised, because that developer always tries to be friendly in that way.
Yeah.
But they have a really crazy merch game going. Like, they make statues of The Witcher for like $600, and they sell out like immediately. Like, people they're willing to drop cash, and like hoodies, and they got a lot of merch. and they seem to sell out all the time. So I guess they
Do it
kind
some-
of are making their money that way, maybe. Like, they're trying not to nickel and dime you on the game side, but on the merch side, they're like, "Oh, look at all the stuff we got. Come spend $1,000 on our merch."
I mean, it's smart because
Yeah,
again, it's not
because
like
they're building goodwill and stuff. So
right because it's not like here's a DLC that's $35. That's like 5 hours. It's like wear a hoodie for the rest of your life potentially, or have this cool statue to have on your desk.
no, it is cool.
You know what
The
I mean?
designs are cool and everything.
Yeah, which is nice. Instead of just going, oh, here's Witcher in like black lettering. Go here you go.
Like
Here's a sweater for $100.
the initial child merch that was out. Remember that
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
It's just like screenshot images on T-shirts.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, the controller
How
is
that
a
work?
little bigger, a little thicker,
Mhm.
but it still has like that thing where my bottom two fingers feel like they're kind of grabbing on the edges. Like,
Really?
yeah, and maybe it's the way I play, or I don't know what, but
Do you play like this?
well, like if I'm trying to aim, I don't know. I guess I spread out my fingers. I don't know. I really don't know.
'Cause, like, is it like longer than
Not really, dude. It's
or is it about
it's
the
just
same?
thicker.
Just thicker? Oh.
Yeah, but the length of the little like legs
Mhm.
of the controller, they're pretty much to me the same.
Oh.
But to me, I mean the Xbox, it just feels more. It wraps more around my hands.
Mhm.
But I mean the new controller is very good. Those triggers are going to be really interesting. There was a couple parts where I finally understood what they meant by the new vibration effects that they're going to have.
Hmm.
And I think what they were going to do is like it's going to be accompanied by a sound from the speaker. So like if you walk over sand, it'll give you like a certain vibration plus the sound
Mm.
so that it gets more immersive. Or then if you go on metal, then it'll have like a metal sound and a different vibration for like stepping on metal, I guess. But yeah, there is that free game that's included that kind of showcases how all the controller stuff would work, but I haven't played it though. I really only spent like 2 hours last night, and today I didn't play at all. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep on it now. Now I really have no choice. It's my only console now.
Yeah. You
So
all your PlayStation 4.
yeah, I just figured. I mean, they made it so easy, man, to just keep going as if
Sure.
you never
Nothing
switch
happened.
consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time they really did that because before, man, it was just you might as well keep the old console. And that's what I was prepared to do this time, but I just the more I learned about it, I was like, man, I don't even need it. And I think like I mean, I needed the upgrade, man. That I had the really old PlayStation, and there were certain games, man, that were just almost unplayable. And then the sound and the controller.
No controller,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a pain in the ass. And it's like
It's just it was
$60.
more that I had an old console because you guys had newer stuff than me. Manny had the Pro and you had the Slim, didn't you, Sonny?
No.
You have, oh yeah, the original.
Yeah, it just has a nice little
Pretty
paint
insane
job.
though, man, that you can pick up the latest game and just keep going.
That is cool.
Valhalla, and you're still playing on the original PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah, like the price tag of new games kind of keep me standoffish, and
yeah,
I know a lot of times that the first year console, even year two, they tend not to last long and they have issues, whatever. So
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for because I don't care about having it day one because
yeah,
I'm gonna play anyways. Like again, it carries over, which is cool.
yeah.
You don't miss a beat now, but if I want this so-called next gen, I want next gen. Like
Mhm.
right, like give me
Well, you're always going to benefit
game.
because by the time you get it, you can get a lot of good stuff for really cheap.
Because I'm a cheap bastard, so that's good for me.
And you'll have plenty to play and everything. So
But I am happy you guys were able to get your stuff. Obviously, it's not in Manny's hands yet, but the fact that you guys actually were able to actually do it and get it, I'm happy for you guys because I know
thanks, man.
behind the scenes it was kind of a process for some people
Man, it's
to
hard. It's crazy
get
how
this
hard.
done. So
eBay is going crazy, selling them for double.
1,000.
When are you getting it, Manny? Like in a week or two?
It says sometime in November 28th, I think, around there.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we done with that or?
Yeah, I think we're done. We can go into Mando.
I watched one movie real quick. It's called
Yeah.
His House on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You heard of it?
I saw the trailer. I added. I haven't watched it yet.
I would give it a watch. It's an interesting horror, psychological movie.
Nice.
That's all I got to say really about it. It was I was surprised that it held my interest, and it's a different perspective as far as type of person's experience in the world, and it's kind of horror manifestations of psychological trauma. It's kind of how I could describe it, and it's a it's an interesting one. Give it a try if you want to watch something like that.
Cool.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Damn. All right. Cool. Gotta check it out now.
Cool.
With a score like that, how dare you make me watch it? Oh.
Yeah, but every time I do, then you guys watching, you're like, it wasn't no 7, it was a 5.
No. Sometime.
All right, we'll see what happens there.
But do you have anything else to add to Nerd Out to anybody, or?
No, I'm done.
Ooh, Manny?
Nope.
So this is where we're going to end our normal part of the show. If you want to follow us, you can go to Facebook, type in 3 Nerd on Sunday. You can follow us whenever the new episode comes out. Always on Sunday. Times may vary. If you want to watch the video portion of this podcast, you can go to YouTube, type in 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, you can go to Spotify, and you can use any podcasting app to find us there as well. Technically have a Twitter. We're not really active on it, but you can follow us there too. That'd be great. Give us a like, review us, share us, whatever. Because Shudder,
all those good things.
I want to have an episode sponsored by Shudder at least once, just once. Thank you guys.
Make this man's dream come true.
We really do appreciate you guys. Doesn't matter if it's one person or 1,000 people listening. Thank you guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
If you want to stay for spoilers.
Yes, because we're heading into Mando talk now.
All right, man. Everybody watch Mando?
Spoiler. Yep. Leave now. Go away. Leave. I said.
Oh, we're good.
We're good. So, yes, I did watch it.
Thoughts? I loved every minute. Every minute.
Ooh, every minute. That's a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a shorter episode, right?
I think so. But a lot happened, though.
Yeah.
It was really dense as far as story and tying things together.
Yeah.
I swear I had the feeling when he was going to land on the water planet, I was like, oh, no. He's going to get wrapped up in another quest, like, if you help me with the deal with this water demon, then I'll tell you about your Mando brothers. It's like, oh, Mando, you got to stop doing that. You got to like choke somebody and be like, dude, tell me where the hell this Mando is.
And it did kind of happen, though, to be honest. It did happen. And
yeah, it did.
It was a little annoying because, like, come on.
I know.
But it wasn't that bad of an adventure.
Yeah.
And it was quick.
Yeah, it was kind of cool the way they pulled that off. I mean, the way they show how efficient Mandos are.
Yeah, it was more of
a
setup for like the main story than like an actual like episode.
Side mission.
Yeah, like side mission, but has a purpose to it. This was kind of the issue I had with season 1, and it took me until season 2 to come to terms with the show is. It's an action adventure show first. It's about the spectacle. It's about the side stories and all that kind of stuff. And it's pain in the ass sometimes. He's kind of stupid. Sometimes he's like, hey, I can help you. Fingers crossed, I'm going to kill you. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
It's just like kind of dumb sometimes.
Where the fish guys were like.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look over the edge. Come on, look over the edge.
Yeah.
Look over the edge.
Like,
I'm not gonna push you. I'm not gonna push you. They push the baby.
You are smarter than this. Stop it. But
I
And
know.
I think that that's partially of them trying to get to the actual story of the episode. Sometimes
Hmm.
kind of make it stupid, but um, let's talk about the character that showed up in this episode.
Bo-Katan.
Yes.
Bo-Katan.
Um, yeah, she comes in.
Did you know she voiced that the actress that played her voiced her in the show?
I was trying to look for that. I did not know, but I kind of assumed so because the way this was so far with rumors of people going to be in the next episode possibly or in a couple episodes and all this other stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, the Mandalore thing was a really big plot point, man, in the show, in the
Yes,
Clone Wars
and
animation.
so cool that
And I like how they explained it.
yes, they built
Yeah.
lore and like why they're able to take off their helmet and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. 'Cause,
They're like, oh, you guys are the nut jobs who don't take them off.
yeah,
And he's just kind of like regurgitating what he's been taught. Like, Din Djarin, he's just kind of like, oh, you don't do that because this. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, they're like, you're nuts.
yeah, and
It's kind of
like
interesting that way.
it was like because that's what I was talking about. I think it was last week's episode of the podcast. I'm like, how are they gonna tie this in? Because if you watch Clone Wars, they're taking their helmets off all the time,
Yep.
consistently, and
Yep.
it's just cool. They come in, it's like, oh, you're
Like, you're not a true man.
like you're a freak over there, huh? Players and your this is the way shit.
You're one of those crazy zealot cavemen type Mando.
Yeah, so I'm like that's cool because now it opens up the world even more without doing too much, and it's kind of cool.
And it's kind of like what he says about Mandalore itself. Like he hasn't actually been there. He's just saying what he's heard.
Yeah.
Like anyone who goes there dies.
Cursed.
And it's like, it's they're cursed and.
Yep. This is a really good episode.
But she's trying to take over
Get him off.
the throne, right? For Mandalore.
Trying to get it back.
Yep.
And is she the one who had it in the animation? I don't remember.
I think she had it for a minute, right?
Yeah, if she did have it for really short.
Yeah.
Or super short, if she did get it.
Yeah.
She's the one who actually left Mandalore because Darth Maul was there.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul kicked her out.
Right.
Yeah. And never mind. Darth Maul's dead right now in this show. So yeah.
He done got dead.
I keep forgetting where this takes place, but yeah, he's dead for sure.
How is he dead?
In Rebels, you find out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to know.
This is after Return of Jedi.
Man, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. Wait, you don't know how he dies?
No, Rebels? I'm missing the entire Rebels.
Oh my god! Dude.
I know nothing about all that.
Yeah,
see, I thought he was alive because now I was like, oh, maybe we'll see Darth Maul in Mando. I'm like, oh no, we're not.
Oh no, we're not. Indeed.
He is dead.
So we're either gonna see like an older Ahsoka, older than what she is in Rebels, because Rebels I think was right before New Hope, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. It was the spark of the Resistance, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how stuff. I hope we see Hondo. I don't think we're gonna see Hondo. Is it Hondo or Hondu? Hondo.
Who's that again?
Hondo is that like space pirate.
Oh,
he has like the weird stuff. He looks like the bartender from the first episode. That's his same species.
And this
kind of like a Jeepers Creepers kind of thing.
Oh, like the gill face kind of guy.
No, he has like spikes.
Oh, okay.
Hondo.
And is he a Rebels character?
He's in Clone Wars too.
Oh, okay. Man, I don't know why. Just drawing a blank.
Yeah, I always thought he was kind of funny. He got kind of. It was cool.
Oh, that guy. I know who he is. Yeah.
Hopefully, we see like a fat version of him because I feel like he would get fat as he gets old. Or he was getting fat in Rebels. So, but anyway, I feel like this is still. I'm still holding on to that. This is going to tie in big with Rebels. Ahsoka coming in is only tying that up because Ahsoka. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ahsoka was on a mission to find Ezra, and she was with Sabine. So there was a couple things there. So I'm thinking they're still trying to find Ezra. And you got to see Rebels to see what happened to Ezra. But yeah, man, this was a super fun episode. I'm gonna rewatch
awesome.
it again. It's just a setup, kind of like what Sonny said, though.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned Ahsoka in this one finally,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of like said it at the same time as she did. Oh, fuck yeah! I like cheered,
That's
and
cool.
Viola was like, "Who's Ahsoka Tano again? Isn't that Anakin's apprentice?" I'm like, "Yep, full circle, baby."
I'm like, oh yeah, it sure is.
So it's gonna be interesting, man.
That is
I'm
cool.
excited. I'm excited for next season or next episode.
Yeah.
And
I
I was
hope they
able to
don't leave us
buy
hanging
Ahsoka
again.
on Walmart, so I was on like a roll too.
Nice.
I was able to find her. I was able to find the Darth Maul Mando, the Super Commando.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I wanted to get the clone trooper of Ahsoka, her with the face painted on, but that one's still out of stock, so I
That one's
couldn't
hard
find
to
that
find.
one. Yeah. So randomly they have it on there. But yeah.
And then we still have the whole Boba thing.
Yeah,
I don't know what he did. I guess he just stayed on Tatooine.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
So
I mean, like
Or is he tailing him? What is he doing?
like Mandy said, the most likely it's gonna lead to his own show, because there's talk of him having his own show. You know, Carano's characters is possibly gonna get a spin-off show of her own. So they're doing that whole spin-off thing, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But with those two characters, yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
okay
sure if
with
I
it.
am, but okay.
At a certain point, you gotta, just stop it. But
Sure.
yeah,
for sure
again,
getting his own spinoff.
like there's not too much to talk about in the episode besides the action, the characters that show up and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
it's just a fun episode. The action's good. The budget still is good. I mean, Jesus, they really put a lot of money into this.
yeah, man, it looks really high quality, man.
I just hope that people watch it, and I say that because going off of like last week when I brought up the news that The Boys season 2 outdid Mando season 2 number wise, kind of now think about it, blows my mind because this is supposed to be Star Wars. Like this is like Star Wars, and
this was like transcending everything, even non-Star Wars fans.
I think that the Disney Star Wars films really hurt the property overall, because this should be pulling in huge numbers. It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you should have to say is just, hey, new Star Wars, I'm in. That's all you got to say. And I just hope that they don't pull the plug on it early.
They're not pulling the plug, dude.
They're not going to do that.
They put so much money in Disney Plus, and those numbers are kind of skewed because almost everyone has an Amazon Prime account. And basically, I remember when I had Amazon Prime, or when I started using Amazon Prime Video, I just kind of stumbled upon it. And it's one of those things that they're using it because they got it, kind of thing. This isn't going anywhere. This is huge. You see all the merchandise that's out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see any of the Boys merchandise out there. Now it's two different rated TV shows, but still, we could get figures of Homelander, and we don't got figures of Homelander from NECA or anything like that, or from Hot Toys. So even though the numbers are big on that, it's two different franchises. This franchise is going to be huge, and it's going to be even bigger when they start putting in more characters from like Clone Wars and all that. So I'm not worried about the plug.
Because I mean, you don't have to watch Clone Wars to get into this episode. It helps tremendously. Like again, because us three are watching this from a different lens than someone who's just like a general novice person in Star Wars who only
they did a good job keeping it simple, though.
Yeah,
the way she was just like explaining, I want to take the seat of throne. That's basically it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like so far it's been able to skirt that line where like you don't have to be a diehard, but when you know a lot of the stuff, it just makes it even more incredible than what it already is. Instead of just being a fun, basic action Star Wars show, it's holy shit, this is amazing.
It's good because then it has mass appeal and it has dork appeal.
which is
Well,
nice.
to be honest, if you don't know the history behind it, then it is just a basic action film
Mm-hmm.
or show just with Star Wars characters in it.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
But
saying.
since you
There's
have like Yoda, like the child and all that in it, that's what draws in like the kids, the wives, the
Right.
people
Right.
that normally don't watch Star Wars and they just want to see what's going on with this whole fanatic stuff.
I mean, even my kids are like, put on Baby Yoda, put on the Baby Yoda show, put on the
Yeah.
Baby Yoda show. So it's like it has that appeal.
and again, like again, we tend to look at things on the nerd side, and the reason why I bring it up is because I've seen a lot of news articles, a lot of YouTube videos. Again, I'm not putting too much stock in it, but
Yeah.
the people are saying like the numbers aren't where they should be. Disney's kind of like, oh, the numbers should be a lot bigger. We should be bringing in
Mm-hmm.
more people, even though they have uh, a huge number of people who are subscribed to the service. Maybe a quarter of them are watching the show. Maybe not even a quarter of them. Uh,
Seems pretty low.
Merchandise is always what they're gonna keep because again, oh, like we can justify having it because of the merchandise, but because like again, it's really easy to look at it from a nerd point of view because we're so in depth to it. Like, yo, it has this, it has that, it has this appeal, that appeal. But
Yeah.
a lot of people generally like stupid things. Like I love the Fast and Furious movies, but that's what they only go see in theaters. They don't see The Hunt. They don't see these little indie films or like these really niche things. And the new Star Wars films left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Some people love it. Some people love it because it's Star Wars. A lot of people are either meh or like this is shit. It
Yeah.
just kind of depends.
I think
And
it was
that's
mainly the major nerds who were more mad. The general people were probably like, "Oh, okay, it was cool."
but that's all. That's because that's how I'm kind of approaching it. Because like I've seen plenty of shows in the past that are good shows, but they don't appeal to people enough. They go, just cancel it. So in my head, I'm like, this has the
Don't make
chance,
me anxious about that stuff.
like this really has the opportunity to turn Star Wars around completely in a
Hmm.
180, and people can start looking at Star Wars again as an event, as something special instead of, oh, it's Disney fucking it up or they're doing this. And
I
that.
think it started to, but hopefully they can keep going.
That's what I'm saying. Because at least we know that they're doing season 3 now.
Hmm.
So that's good. As long as everything keeps going well, the critics like it, fans like it. Because again, there is
I don't think they have a really long story
and
plan though. I don't think they
Yeah,
have like 10
I
seasons
think
planned.
what's
oh,
gonna
sure.
I think what's gonna end it is that they have a stopping point and that's it.
I think it's
Yeah,
gonna
It's
be
not gonna be
five,
full.
like five
which
max.
which
Yeah.
I think is gonna be perfect. Because if it goes more, it's gonna kind of kill it. But
Well,
yeah, if
yeah,
it goes
because it's
5, that's
we're
good.
already seeing the seams of it. Like, oh, it's his ship's busted again. Oh, he got dragged into another mission again. It's like so it's you can't do that for 8 seasons, right?
No, I mean you could, but
But it
so
will
I don't know.
get more interesting. I mean, once
Yeah,
more stuff starts to happen, they start to figure out that the child can use the force and everything.
yeah, and I think it's again for me personally, it's just kind of fun to see it from like different points of view. Because because if I sat here and go like I knew nothing about Tatooine stuff and the little things that they did with the first episode or Ahsoka and all that history and all that kind of stuff, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. What's next? Okay. And if I just fall off,
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
fall off. So I don't know. It's just kind of cool for for me to see it in a different light sometimes because we go hard because like nerds will go like, yeah, we either love it fully or we hate it because you can give us what we actually wanted. So
Yeah.
there's a bigger talk here, but
Do you guys watch it with subtitles or no?
Here and there.
There's this one part that cracked me up when the frog people were like with Baby Yoda and their little reptile baby.
Yeah.
There was a funny subtitle where it said "Frogman speaking Frogman" or no, Frogman speaking frog or something like that. It's just because he's babbling and stuff, so they had to put something in there.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny. Yeah, they're
frog.
like, I don't know, Frogman speaking frog.
Yeah,
It was funny.
but
But then they had
oh,
the calamari people, the
yeah.
Admiral Akbar race.
Yeah.
The one guy at the port was funny. Like the way he just thought it was like annoying when the ship like fell into the water. He's just like,
It's like what an
Jesus
idiot. All right.
Christ. And he walked away.
Like, get the crane. Here we
And
go
then it
again.
was funny to me how they tried to rebuild it. He's like, dude, I gave you 1,000 credits.
Yeah.
He put friggin' nets on and freaking crabs all over my ship.
So I would put this. So on Rotten Tomatoes, through three episodes, The Mandalorian is scoring 90% tomato meter, and then 84% for audience score. The Boys was at 97 tomato meter. Audience score was at 79%.
For what, the first 3 or the whole season?
For the whole season of The Boys.
Okay.
So, and that actually fits because that season was weak until the end.
It's like I'm liking the show, but like nothing makes me like, oh man, I gotta go finish. Like I need to watch another one. I'm like on episode 3, I think, for The Boys.
Yeah, it's a slug, really, to go. So
that was weekly too, wasn't it? When it was happening.
That was weekly too. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was the first 3 you watch back to back. And
this is like brightens my Friday, man. Like even my Thursday, I'm just like, ooh, Mando tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch last week's for a second time like I did the first episodes. So I want to watch it again, and I want to watch this one again as well. This one was really great action.
Yes, it was. I love
everything looked so good, man. The costumes, the freaking everything looked really good.
Yeah, it was great. This was another solid episode. Again, a build up, but even that being said, it was still a really fun show. Good episode, really good action. And can't wait for next week and see where it goes.
I wonder like how many Mandos there are, I guess, because she has 3 with her or 2 with her. And so how does she expect to take over an entire world? I mean, there's more, right? Does she have like an army of them, or like what does she really have?
Either looking for more or looking to rally more. Going, hey, I have the weapons, I have the guns.
No, she got a ship and the guns, yeah.
Because I mean, her being the leader type, she can, but hey, because she even tells them like we're better together, and they clearly are 100%.
Yeah. They could destroy like. Well, it was kind of cool when the commanders were asking the stormtroopers, how many are in the ship? Like, I think there's like 10. And the one dude looks on his screen. He's like, there's only 3 life forms, man, or 4 of them, or something like that. Like, but that's how good they are. It feels like there's 20 of them in there because they're just dropping you guys like nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just me, but you could also see that there was a better, like, the 3 Mandos were a little bit more skilled than actual Mando. Din Djarin, I think it's his name.
Yeah, Din Djarin, yeah. The way they fought, right? Like, they were just like, drop people.
He was kind of like surprised a little bit on the whole thing.
Like, he's pretty good. He's very good, but these guys are like freaking another level above that.
Yeah, you kind of saw that, and he saw that.
It's kind of
weird.
I think
they don't rely, like I was saying before, Mando, he relies on his armor a lot. Like he'll let somebody punch him or shoot him because he knows he can absorb it. But these guys, they kind of fight like they don't have that edge. Like they more efficient and just seem more skilled to me.
Right.
You kind of saw that too when he went straight at the stormtroopers.
He's like, I know what I'll do.
Well, I mean,
just runs right at the lasers.
That's why I like him though, because like
it gives him an edge. Nobody else was willing to do that.
I mean, so far, especially in the show, he's not like a normal Mandalorian. He tends to he's like, well, I'm not the smartest, but in these situations, I know what to do. I'm gonna get my ass beat, but I know what to do. He has no problem going head first because they were all hesitant, like, we can't make it there in time. What do we do? Just stand against the wall. He's like, screw it, I'll do it. Move.
He's had a lot of those moments, like on the prison ship, and a lot of those times. So.
And that's why I get confused too, because like in a prison episode, he was so efficient.
Mm-hmm.
He was like so
unstoppable,
badass.
man. He got out of the cell and freaking.
And then they turn around and it's like, oh, he just oh Mando, you funny boy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like what the hell happened?
That's okay. I don't really. It's not the biggest.
Efficient. But yeah, I think
But I guess sometimes for story reasons he has to lose or get captured or whatever. So
I'm like, yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Because like they were more like so he's more of a scrapper and they're more like so.
Yeah. I guess they're not used to being the underdog because they kind of like froze when they were suppressed.
Yeah.
In the hallway, they were just kind of like, "Oh man, like there's nothing we can do here."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Nah, I think there is." So he tried something, Hail Mary move.
Yeah.
But I hope the next episode they don't tease in there like, "Oh, the final 3 seconds is Ahsoka." It's like, no, dude, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Well, he was already on his way going, so I'm hoping by the time he gets there, Ahsoka's just there.
But it might take him a while to like find her or sneak around, or he might get captured or this or that.
I'm assuming this is where I'm just guessing. This is where the Empire tracks him down. They have that speed bike chase.
Right. Because Gideon showed up.
It's me, Ahsoka, and then boom, the episode's over. It's like I don't know. I mean,
she might save his bacon or something. And...
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, just give me more Mando. This
it'll be the first lightsabers we see if she has them still.
Oh, and then she asked about the saber too.
Yeah,
the dark saber. Yeah.
Catan, yeah, she's like, "Does he have it?" She's like, "If you gotta ask, then you know he does."
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
It's cool because we know, but no one else knows. Because
no
one knows, and it's really cool.
There was this somebody put up a lore video about how the dark saber came to be or something. I meant to watch it because I don't know that much about it.
Yeah, you
watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Basically, it was the first Mandalorian that became a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Well, watch that. That's pretty interesting. But anyone else want to add anything else to the episode?
No, man. I just can't freaking wait, basically. That's it.
No, I mean, if you're a big WWE fan, Sasha Banks made her
finally
acting.
Oh, that's her
debut. Yeah, so she was in it.
It's pretty good.
She was cool.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, no, I know she has a lot of attitude and she can actually talk. So they had her just like go like, shh, don't say anything. But yeah, besides that,
you gave her like one line basically.
Another thumbs up for another great episode. So
yeah, there's gonna be 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 5 more, right?
Yep.
I know. I'm getting sad. Give us 13 or something. God damn it.
Yeah.
Before we beat a dead horse with positivity and love, let's go ahead and call it there and say thank you, guys. We're gonna skip the whole spiel again. You guys know, we know, and you know, so we're good.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one, guys. Thank you for listening to the episode.